You
Yeah, what
said?
do you think of purpose? Because it's
What
a
do I
term
think
that's
of
often
purpose?
thrown around.
All right. What do I think of purpose? I do sense that we all have a purpose. I do sense that we're all here for a reason. Um, that our lives are meant to be a service to the greater whole. And I do believe that purpose is on a spectrum, right? There's no, um, some people are meant, their storefront is meant to be in front of a lot of people, and their storefront's meant to be with their family, I remember I just shared this with a client yesterday. One of my mentors a long time ago, he's passed away. It was just through books, was Sydney Banks. And he said, you could make more of an impact gardening in a frequency, like I'm talking about your being, your state of being, your frequency, in a state of divinity, whatever flavor that divinity might be in that moment, then it's preaching to 1,000 people, you know? And so
If you're not in that
I,
state.
yes, if you're not in
Yeah.
that state, correct,
Yes.
correct. Yes, yes, yes. If you're not in that state. And I think a lot of us feel, and I know I certainly dealt with this, shame when there's like two people that come to your class or whatever it might be. And you're just like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I must be the weeder in the garden. That must be my, that must be my purpose. No, 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 no. Yeah. Anyway, no shame to the weeder in the garden. Um, but I sense it's just what brings you, like what we're talking about, the love within you. So being fueled by the feeling first, the being, the joy, the compassion, and then what inspired action comes from that place. And then one day at 125, people don't like when I use that number. Some do. I do. I would like to live till I was 125. But anyway, you look back and you're like, that thing that got built from that energy of joy that I followed with whatever one simple action step is my purpose, is why I was here. I believe it's ever unfolding, ever changing. I was with this group of incredible shamans yesterday that I'm a part of, and everybody was giving these really beautiful, eloquent labels. And there was one guy that said, he gave his labels and then he was like, but I don't know. And I so resonated with that because I've got my labels and I also have my I don't know. And I feel like I'm living on purpose. So if we can kind of loosen it and just let it be a lifetime of an unfolding following of joy on a spectrum of whatever that may be, and that it's there for every person, that's really cool to me.
I like to think of it like a prayer, like our lives are
Mm,
a prayer, like we are living it each day in service of something that's greater, and there's something that's beautiful in that, and being taking that next step, being in a state of being of purpose beyond the, you think of it like a doing. And then what I'm hearing from you is you agree, and it's really not a doing, it's a state of being that kind of directs the next step forward. So that's a really beautiful.
yeah, yeah. And can it be a following as opposed to a figuring out? Because I know I fumbled in that of like,
Ah,
oh, I really want this label. I want to know what it is so that I'm enough. As opposed to, can I follow that whisper of divinity within me? And I don't have to know. And it can,
that's powerful. A following and not a figuring. That's something to
hmm,
sit with a little bit. Can it be a
yeah.
following and not a figuring it out? Because